Earthday 2023 for K-Squid Radio. I'm Rachel Ann Goodman. Thanks for joining us today. We are asking visitors to Earthday in Santa Cruz what their wish is for the Earth and how they define community, because we are community radio. We all have wishes for the Earth. Mine is that we get through the next century with polar bears and lions and giraffes and koalas and all the other creatures that we share the Earth with. And I hope the next generation gets to see them as much as we have in the wild.
It's better to celebrate it every day instead of just one day of the year. And my hopes for Earth is that we'll probably have less pollution and less gas to pollute the air.
My hopes for Earth in the future. What I'm hoping for is that we can make clean, abundant energy for everyone. Without everyone's participation, we splinter into differing factions and things get bad. So even the people we don't like, we need to hold their hand and turn the other cheek and try to make friends. And that's basically it.
We can care and we can do our little individual things like not use plastic straws, but I think that's a big problem. It's going to require big action, and that means we need to come together. The best thing we can do, I think, is not so much individual actions, but stop being individuals and be a community and work together to some really big goals. And that's where I think the adding rail service to our county is a big goal, but we can make it if we all pull together in the right direction.
You're from the East Bay. Do you feel like you have community there? Do you feel like community is important?
I definitely do. I definitely try to incorporate myself into the community, help out, volunteer as much as I can. But definitely nice to stumble upon this like Santa Cruz community, seeing how like united everybody is. It's very nice.
Nice vibe.
Very nice
really
to see.
Good vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely different.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Alan, and I work at earthislandgame.com. It's a new climate change solutions game that we're working on here in town in Santa Cruz, where we show young people not just about all the problems in the world, but all the solutions, which there are many. So you shouldn't feel all sad and depressed and anxious, because you should play this game, and as you play it, you realize how many solutions are already being practiced around the world. And as a young person, you might even be inspired enough to go off and take a career doing climate change mitigation work, which we need to be doing.
We all hope is the best we can hope for, and changing people's consciousness occurs as it does.
You know, sustainable change and climate change and things like that, or renewables, plastics, taking care of the beach, is sort of a thing that passes by us. But how many get on that train and like stay on that train consistently with momentum to make that change? There's wonderful groups out here today at Earth Day that join together and gain that momentum to make that change, because that's what it takes. I listen to K-Squid.
Oh, isn't K-Squid wonderful?
Well, it's local, and it's what people need. Mm-hmm. You know,
Very true.
Sure,
All right.
sure. A wide variety of subjects, and things that are pertinent to us and things that help us grow and be more expansive and aware of what's going on. You can't make change unless you're consciously aware and make a commitment to it, right?
Very well said.
I love the Earth because it keeps us alive.
So my thoughts for future on the Earth is for peace, one, and for all of us to just really plant a lot of plants in our spaces. A lot of people don't have garden space, but they can put plants indoors. So start with something small and then spread that joy of planting plants and nurturing the earth with plants. So that's where I like to see, because then the plants lead to the insects, which leads to the bees, the pollination, the birds, and the cycle goes on. Without community, people are isolated. So having community via radio, via arts. I am an artist and I have a studio down at the Tannery, and it's a community studio. So it's very important to support our local organizations to build that community. That's what we reach out to when times are difficult or times for nurturing. It's very important.
where everyone is conscious of, how their purchasing affects the planet, their decisions, and how we're all connected.
Yeah, I'm just hoping we all can gather together and just love the earth, because the earth is why we're here. And how did that happen? We're like billions of years old.
I think that Earth. Earth is. We live on it. Yeah, Earth is pretty cool. It's got so much biodiversity, and I like Earth.
Okay, this is what I would like to have happen on Earth: maintenance and continuity. And no bombs falling on anybody's heads, just like Lawrence Ferlinghetti said way back in the 60s. He says the world is a beautiful place to be born into if you don't mind people dying all the time and bombs falling into your upturned faces and all that.
We can do a better job in not consuming so much and not wasting so much, because America is number one, I would say, probably in the world in terms of consumption and waste. So we got a long ways to go.
We imagine that to get around solitary and by ourselves just around a city has to be a single project, and we shouldn't interact with anybody. We choose to isolate and keep to ourselves. And that, I think, poses long-term problems down the road, because if we don't work together and honestly just, make a decision to be willing to share space and recognize that we live around other people, then we are just going to overconsume ourselves into annihilation.
I go back and forth. Sometimes I'm terrified, and I'm glad that I don't have kids, and that, I don't know, sometimes it's scary. Yes. And then other times I feel really uplifted. Like I was listening to the station, I think it was Thursday, and Talk of the Bay had this young climate activist on, and she was so enthusiastic and so just energized and really committed to doing something and making change and advocating.
What I'd like to see is that it is healthy and recovers for my children and grandchildren.
No, that's about all there is, isn't it? That's about it. And then the last one is finish this sentence. K-Squid is
awesome radio. All of you get out there and support K-Squid.
Good job. Thank you so much.